Designing and creating your own jewelry may be easier than you think. We found a company that's been helping people create beautiful and inspiring jewelry for over 20 years. You know how those little nicks and scrapes make your car look older than it really is? Well, on today's show, we'll show you a quick and most importantly, easy way to keep your car looking good all the time. Today, we'll show you an affordable way to beautifully complement your home with a new state-of-the-art entry door, along with window options that are bound to transform any home. And we've got tile tips from the pros.
As an interior designer, I really appreciate great style wherever I see it. So when we discovered Halcraft USA, a premium supplier for artists and crafters, I knew I wanted to find out more. Hi, I'm Kalyn Rothaus, in studio today with Molly Schaller, head designer for Halcraft USA. Hi, Molly.
Hi.
Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me, what makes Halcraft USA so special?
Well, Halcraft USA is a great company. They're a third-generation business, and they travel all over the world to find these wonderful treasures for us. They find freshwater pearls, wooden beads, glass beads, semi-precious stones, and lots of other natural materials. And they work with over 200 different factories to process and make these beads.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Basically, we have a design team made up of jewelry experts from all over the states, things that are the latest styles, that are on trend, and also, you know, that go from simple to the more complex designs if you want a little bit of a challenge. And artists anywhere can create professional looking creations and costume jewelry using the Bead Gallery line available at Michael's. We provide quality materials at a really great value. We love to inspire creativity in our customers, and we have been bringing these exciting and innovative products to the arts and crafts community for the past 25 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so this Bead Gallery line is available at Michael's stores, and it's exclusive, so you can get it just around the corner.
I'm so impressed with the quality of these beads. They're just beautiful, chic,
yes, and these
personalized.
are real amethysts. We have other semi-precious stones also that you'll find hanging up there in your Bead Gallery aisle.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love the idea of being able to make my own jewelry pieces. All of it looks like something I could find in a department store. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know you're going to make something today, so what are you going to make?
Well, today I'm going to make some earrings, and I wanted to show you a quick project that you can make with anyone from tweens to however old you want. I just wanted to show you this really fun, this is an earring, and it looks like it took forever to make, but because we make things a little simple for you, it only takes a few minutes. So you start with just some of this pre-beaded chain, and so I went ahead and I connected it to an ear wire. And now all I'm going to do is I chose just a bead that that matches that, or you can choose one that, that contrasts it, and you make a quick loop at the top, bend it around, and then you're just going to wrap it like this. And this is a technique you can use even to make your own charms, because right there is basically a charm. You've got a loop. You just trim the end, and then you're going to connect the loop you just made to the bottom loop of the charms. Well, I've had a lot of practice. I have to make sure I don't hurt anybody here. Snip that end off. And then all I'm going to do is just open this last loop on the beaded chain and attach that bead to find where it opens first, though. Turn it around until I find it. There it is. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, attach my little drop. Bam, I've got an earring. I know, it's so simple.
That's so easy.
It's so much fun. And then you can choose things that work, for you and for your wardrobe.
Yeah. Wow, I feel like anybody could make these.
Definitely.
They're
Anyone
so
could.
easy. Wow. Well, what about people who are more crafty and have made earrings, have made stretch bracelets, and now they're ready for the next level?
Well, we have something where you can share your creations called Pretty Palettes. And one of our amazing designers, Erin Price-Heinz, she creates a palette monthly. So whether it's inspired by the color of the changing leaves or the Korean Lantern Festival, anything that is just these brilliant, wonderful colors. And she creates this palette, and then you go into the Bead Gallery at your Michael's store, you pick beads that match the palette and create your own thing. And then you can share with others by on our blog, we'll post the different links to everybody's projects, and then you can go see that. And once you've done that, you could even visit Pinterest and see the mood boards that we've created using all of these different designs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so great. There's endless inspiration and endless projects you can make, and they're beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Molly, for showing me all of this. And
you're welcome.
Teaching me today about necklaces and bracelets that were super easy to make, and they're chic, beautiful, personalized, and I can see myself giving them as gifts for birthdays, for whatever. For more jewelry inspiration and simple projects you can easily make yourself, visit these websites: Instagram.com/Halcraft, Facebook.com/Halcraft, Pinterest.com/Halcraft, and to view this story again or get more information, visit our website, designingspaces.tv.
At Designing Spaces, we're always looking for the highest quality, most affordable ways to enhance, update, and repair your spaces. That extends right out to your car. For many of us, our car doesn't just get us from here to there. It's an extension of our self-image, an important part of daily life. You're spending a good part of your life in your car. It should look good. Oh yes. Few things are more annoying or frustrating than the dings, scratches, and minor damage that take away from your car's look and significantly decrease its value. If you never considered fixing some of these problems yourself, think again. There's a quick and easy way to keep your car beautiful. AutomotiveTouchUp.com allows you to avoid the expense and hassle of dealing with a body shop or the time-consuming, risky process of insurance claims.
With our products at AutomotiveTouchUp.com, you'll be able to repair almost anything cosmetic on your car. Bumpers, doors, scratches, chips, bumper cracks. You'll be able to repaint your spoiler, the hood, anything on your car cosmetically that needs to be repaired, you can repair it.
AutomotiveTouchUp.com uses its own exclusive exact match technology. They custom mix the color for every customer order, with each color precision formulated to match the original manufacturers. With the website's easy-to-use tools, you can order your car's specific original color based on the make, model year, and product codes. Then the AutomotiveTouchUp.com staff mixes and fills each individual order. There are online tools and an ordering process that takes you through each step to assure you get the exact paint and accessories you need. And customer service is available with advice every step of the way if you need it. Watch as this do-it-yourselfer does a great bumper touch-up following our step-by-step instructions. Start every repair by cleaning the damaged area and the space around it. Check the color with the provided test match card to assure a perfect match. Tape off the adjacent panels and lights. Scuff sand for good mechanical adhesion. The new paint will settle into the grooves, making a solid adhesive bond. Clean the bumper again using prep solvent. Mask off the adjacent panels. Then use a plastic parts adhesion promoter for the best bond to bare plastic parts. 1 or 2 light coats is all that's needed to have a fine, thin film over the plastic. Next, apply the primer and allow to dry. Then lightly sand with 600 grit sandpaper. Then, wipe the entire surface with one of our paint prep surface wipes and let dry. A tack rag is used to remove dust that's settled onto the surface. Spray with the base coat color. It will take a few coats. Wait 5 to 10 minutes between each coat. Apply enough coats to get good coverage. After letting the base coat dry for 30 minutes, spray 3 to 4 coats of clear coat. After the clear coat dries, remove the masking tape and plastic film. You're done. Check that out. With the significant savings of doing this car repair yourself, you can celebrate. For more information on how to touch up the paint on your car and restore it to like-new condition, go to automotivetouchup.com. And to view this story again and to get more information, visit our website, designingspaces.tv. It's an important visual and personal statement, welcoming your family and friends, providing security, standing up to the rigors of time, weather, and life's wear and tear. Your front door, a key component in the design of your home. Watch as a new state-of-the-art entry door beautifully complements this home's personality while solving a whole list of the owner's concerns.
As you can see, this door is failing on so many levels. The exterior brick mold is starting to show a lot of signs of wear and tear. The paint is peeling and the maintenance has just been hard to keep up with. This storm door has been caught by the wind several times, bending the top closer bar and tearing open the frame of the door. This has ultimately compromised the structure of the door frame, opening the house to water and air infiltration, which will ultimately lead to damage to the entire home.
This door and storm door were really not up to the task. Now clear the way. Get that old thing out of here.
Sunrise makes entry doors to fit any size opening for any home. In this instance, the homeowner has decided to add a transom to the door, really opening up the foyer and adding a lot of light. To prep the opening for the new door, the installers will inspect it to make sure that there's no water damage. Once that's done, they'll then put a proper water barrier in to protect the opening from any water penetration. Proper installation is key for installing an entry door. Taking the proper steps now will ensure reliable performance for the lifetime of the door.
A new Allura door from Sunrise Windows and Doors will put all the old doors' quality and performance issues in the past. At Designing Spaces, we're looking for great functionality and beautiful form, which matches Sunrise's goal to provide a beautiful, personalized solution. The Allura collection provides a wide array of styling options, including oak and mahogany grains, hand-finished stains or paint colors, stained glass, authentic handmade wrought iron, vented side lights, transoms, and more.
The homeowners have chosen an Allura collection door with oak graining. The door will be hand-stained a cherry on the outside, which will warm up the outside of the home and add to the curb appeal. Sunrise doors have vinyl laminated wood jambs. These jambs cut down on the maintenance tremendously, as they don't need to be painted or stained in their lifetime. Sunrise doors all feature an 8-gauge steel security plate. This plate helps protect your home from kick-ins. Many doors come with something very flimsy like this, or no steel security plate at all, which won't protect your home in instance of a kick-in. Instead of a storm door, the new door features vented side lights. The side lights open away from the home, opening the home up for ventilation.
Another reason the Allura door is the perfect choice. This home is lucky enough to already have a full set of Sunrise windows and trim. The new door's golden oak interior face and stained Madeira trim coordinates with the existing window finishes. This is really going to pull the entire look of these rooms and entrance together.
The inside of this door is a dramatic change too. The door has been changed from a half moon to a 3/4 light door. This really opens up the foyer and adds a lot more light. The inside of the door has also been hand stained a golden oak color, which will match the trim and the windows in the rest of the house.
In half a day, the experienced installation team has done an expert installation. The result will impress, from outside on the street to inside the entryway. Oak, cut glass, and light. A fantastic combination.
The door looks great, but best of all, it will provide this home with safety and energy efficiency for years to come.
And the owners will enjoy a whole range of added benefits. Better safety and security, airtight construction, which means energy efficiency and cost savings, low maintenance, and a lifetime transferable warranty. A great front door, the ultimate in good design, serving both form and function. For more information on Sunrise Doors and Windows, go to sunrisewindows.com. To view this story again and get more information, visit our website, designingspaces.tv.
A portion of Designing Spaces is brought to you by the Tile Shop.
Welcome to the Tile Shop's Tips from the Pro video series. I'm Cabby. Today we're going to talk about thinset and mastic application. What is thinset? Well, thinset's the glue that bonds your tile to the floor and the wall. There's a few things to consider when purchasing thinset. You want to get the right color. Now, there's color, yes, it's white and gray. Why would you use white? Well, if you're using anything translucent, like a white or yellow marble, or maybe a glass tile, we have to make sure that we use white because gray is going to show through and you don't want that. Now, if you're using a dark tile with a dark grout, gray thinset would be fine. Now, there's different grades of thinset out there. What that means is there's a different amount of latex in that thinset. It's in powder form. You're not going to see it, but once you add your water, the latex is there. Now, if you're using a ceramic that has a clay body, it's going to absorb some of the thinset. You don't need a whole lot of latex. That's where the ProFlex is great for you. Now, if you're using a porcelain that's non-porous, we need something with a lot more latex that's going to grab onto that tile. That's where the ProFlex Platinum or the ProLastic would be ideal. Now, a big thing to remember is you have to get the right size trowel. A large trowel, like a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch trowel, this is for larger tile, anything 16 inches or larger. Okay, we want to leave behind enough glue to get a good bond. Now, a small trowel, like a little V-notch, this is made for your smaller tile. We don't need to leave that much glue under those little tiles. So when you get your thinset and your right tools, now it's time to mix. When mixing your grout with water, make sure that it sits for about 3 minutes. Then go ahead and come back, remix it until you get a nice creamy consistency, then you're ready to go. For more information on how to install tile yourself and tips and tricks for beautify your home, visit us at tileshop.com and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You want to do home maintenance projects yourself, but you don't have the tools. Every home should have a basic toolbox, but what tools do you need to get started? Let's look at the basic set of tools you'll need to get your home maintenance and DIY projects underway. If you plan on DIY home maintenance and improvements, you will no doubt be using a hammer and a screwdriver. There are 2 types of screwdrivers, flatheads and Phillips head. A nice set of screwdrivers that include both types is a must-have for your toolbox. As for a hammer, a lightweight tack hammer is enough for most around-the-house projects. If you're planning on doing some carpentry, you will need a claw hammer. Pliers come next, and like hammers, they come in a variety of sizes and shapes, depending on what they're supposed to be doing. For our toolbox, we have 3 types: your basic slip joint pliers, locking pliers, and needle nose pliers. Tape measure and ruler. You'll be surprised how often you'll need both. A utility knife will see a lot of action around the house. And a putty knife is a welcome addition for a number of weekend projects. There are other tools that can be added over time as you expand your DIY skills. You will be surprised how often you will find yourself reaching for the toolbox knowing you can do it yourself. Information about anything you've seen on today's show or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to designingspaces.tv. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.
Making a space you can call home. Living the lifestyle you desire. It's what we're all about. We are Designing Spaces.